An extraordinary month in an extraordinary year. Burton has just experienced its strongest week of sales on record. And despite some experts predicting the market will begin to slow down, as far as we're concerned, we can't see that happening anytime soon.
What we've just witnessed and been exposed to is an incredibly strong period. We know that spring is always a very, very busy time, but I think when you're coming off record weeks after week and the volume of property that's been sold, it really is quite amazing. There was a 7-day period where there were 5 homes in excess of $10 million sold in 1 week. Now that's unheard of. But more than that, it was about the properties and the volume of the entry point, the investors right through to the middle market and through into the top end of the marketplace, that everything was transacting.
We've had a lot of property that's been highly competed for. There's been multiple buyers for pretty well all of the offerings that we've been able to produce to the marketplace, and thus the results have been very strong due to that competition.
While low interest rates and the Australian dollar continue to drive the property market, there's an interesting correlation between the stock market and sales of prestige homes in Melbourne.
Well, look, we can see a clear relationship between the stock market, as with the All Ordinaries, its track, and the track of prestige property. That's the top 10% of suburbs by median. And we do see over time that they do track each other. I think it's those underlying drivers, speculation, animal spirits, that drive the stock market, similarly drive the prestige property market in Melbourne.
Burton's results reflecting Melbourne's continued strong performance in property.
The Melbourne market now is clearly the strongest market of all the capital cities. The positive environment of the Melbourne market really will be captured on the 28th of November, when we will break the record for the most number of auctions ever conducted on a Saturday in Melbourne. Over 1,600 auctions are expected, and that shows that sellers are still confident in finding a buyer in what is a very robust market.
We've been surprised by how strong Melbourne and Sydney is. We think it's basically coming towards an end. So we'll have, if you just use your average numbers, we have things like 10 to 15% growth in Sydney and Melbourne, but next year we're talking 2-3% growth. So if you're looking in Perth, it's going backwards. Adelaide's sort of pretty flat, Tassie's going backwards. The one market that looks like it's going to improve next year is Queensland.
I think it is a wait and see what happens next year. February, March, April is always a very good time to sell property. I don't know what's going to happen next year, but if we start the year the way that we're finished, I can't see that there's going to be too much change.